What is the size of Elon Musk's base? Well, I calculate it to be about 4%. Just 4%, 1, 2, 3, 4% of all voters. What is that base made up of? Well, it's those who view Elon Musk favorably and the GOP unfavorably.
What's the history of third-party candidates in congressional races?
Horrible, awful, terrible, terrible, terrible. What are we talking about here? All right, elected to Congress from a third party since 1970, just 0.2% of all winners were either third party, independent, or write-in.
That's CNN's Harry Enten. Over the weekend, Elon Musk, you remember Elon announced that he had officially formed the America Party. But this morning, CNN's Harry Enten, as we just heard, explained why he thinks it's going to be a dud. There's a lot more about this, but Cenk, talk to me about what you heard Enten say.
Yeah. Look, that bothers me. And so I understand the facts that he's giving are correct. That's not the issue. The issue is, and I'm not necessarily in favor of this party at all. It's the Elon Musk party. I'm very skeptical about it. But brother, he started it 2 days ago. So what are we talking about here with as a 4% chance, et cetera? In my experience, mainstream media does not like any outsiders at all. So if you're an insider, you're a Democrat or Republican, they're gonna love you, okay? But if you're trying to upset the Democratic or Republican Party, they're gonna say on day one, oh, it has no chance, it has no chance. Yeah, but those other parties weren't started by billionaires. The reason I don't start a third party, even though I'm super frustrated with both parties, is because I don't have that kind of money. But Elon does. So that makes it a totally different ballgame, whether we like the idea or we don't.
Right, it's a longer conversation than we have time for here, but you do have to go by, political analysts go by precedent and historically.
The minute that there was a billionaire who supported a third party, which was Ross Perot, he instantly had a chance of winning.
Well, he had a chance of winning. He had a chance of beating Bush, they thought, or taking Bush down. I don't think
he was #1 in the polling at one point.
At no time was anybody predicting he was going to win the presidency. There were polls that showed Perot ahead, not nationally. There were polls that showed Perot ahead in states. But we'll talk about that another. It's a really fascinating thing. That was the Reform Party. This, though, of course, Cenk, different. This is the America Party, and here's what Elon Musk had to say on July 4th of all days, the day the president signed the big beautiful bill. Elon Musk posted this on Twitter. I like saying it when he posts on X. Independence Day is the perfect time to ask if you want independence from the two parties. Some would say uniparty. Cenk would say it too. He just said it. System. Should we create the America Party? Yes. 1.25 million votes. 65% of which said yes, 35% said no. Those are the final results, and of course, none of that is scientific. The next day, Musk announced that because enough of his users voted yes, he had officially formed the America Party. There is, however, a catch. Neither Musk nor his advisors have filed paperwork to the FEC that shows the formation of a new political entity called the America Party, and time will only tell if he does do that. And let's assume for now, Cenk, that he does do that. What would the America Party stand for? That's what one user asked Musk on X, writing this. This is Tyler Palmer. Is this the America Party platform? Reduce debt, responsible spending only, modernize the military with AI and robotics, pro-tech, accelerate to win in AI, less regulation across the board, but especially in energy, free speech, pro-natalist, centrist policies everywhere else. If so, where do we send our donation? And separate posts must say the American Party would support the Second Amendment and Bitcoin. So those are the party's positions for now. But a political party also needs candidates. To that end, Elon Musk wrote this: backing a candidate for president is not out of the question, but the focus for the next 12 months is on the House and Senate. Trump's response to Musk's announcement was too long for us to quote here in its entirety. So here are some experts. I'm saddened to watch Elon Musk go completely, quote, off the rails, essentially becoming a train wreck over the past 5 weeks. He even wants to start a third political party, despite the fact that they have never succeeded in the United States. The system seems not designed for them. I'm going to stop there for a second, Cenk. Trump is saying they've never succeeded in the United States in terms of winning, but what he knows is that they have debilitated the party in office before, and they have hurt members of a party. So we saw that with Ross Perot and George H.W. Bush.
Yeah, and actually Trump ran as an independent or considered running as an independent for a while, back, I think, in 2000 election. So he has firsthand knowledge of this. So look, that list of Tyler Palmer that Elon Musk responded yay to or yeah to, it sounds like, oh, this is an independent party for the tech bros. It's not that interesting. It's just a different donor class. We'll see if it changes from that, but that's where it stands now. But both sides, both set of voters are super upset with their own parties. So I don't know that this might be a different time and a different guy and different policies. But yeah, historically they've had trouble, and MAGA's mad at Musk because they think that it might cost Republicans elections. But right now, we don't know if it's going to be 0.4%, not even exist, 4% or 40%.
Yeah.
So,
but Trump has curated his own demise in a sense. If Musk is able to get candidates to run against sitting Republicans in the Senate and House and cuts into that vote, splits that vote at all, because I'm guessing not a lot of Democrats are going to vote for Elon Musk next time. I do think that that could be something that he is now seeing as dangerous to his power in the second part of his term, in his lame ducks.
Yeah,
term.
and Elon could be doing it because he really thinks with my money, we can get a third party up and running and we can win seats. And all these tech guys tend to have enormous heads, right?
Yeah.
Or he could be doing it out of spite. Going, oh, you want to screw me on my subsidies, the electric vehicle subsidies, and the guy I wanted at NASA, so he can give all the contracts to SpaceX. So you're going to give the oil and gas guys all their subsidies, but you're not going to give it to me? All right, how about I make sure that you lose all the rest of the elections? But we don't know which one of those is really motivating him. But we do know for now, this party kind of exists. And if you really put a lot of money into it, could be very relevant. And if they cost the Republicans some elections, it would be massively relevant. If they beat both parties, it would be massively relevant.
In a federal election, a Senate election that is going to see a lot of vulnerable Democrats, an unfavorable slate in 2026, this could be welcome news if it peels off votes from a Republican in a close race. I think of Tom Tillis stepping down in North Carolina and other places too.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.